This is the place. They say people come from far, far, far away to find their dreams, chasing down these meteors and comets called dreams in the sky of life. There's certain hot spots.
First things first, what you need to do is hit the subscribe prompt here. And then what you want to make sure to do is hit that bell. Make sure so you get all my notifications of all my videos. Please make sure you do that. I'll catch you guys later. Deuces. Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy ssjk-dots, the first black super saiyan in the world. Man, I'm back here with another video. We have the Invincible episodes 6 to 7 review. Shouts out to my tweet that blew up. And yes, Adam, Eve, and Mark gonna be a better couple than Mark and Amber. I'm gonna say that much. And I say that for reasons of Adam, Eve, and Mark, when they first met, clicked like that. Mark and Amber met through Amber seeing Mark get his ass kicked, but Mark was standing up to this bully that was harassing her. And other than that, their interactions have been kind of awkward and stuff. They haven't been really like, when Mark talks to Eve, it's not as awkward. He feels like it feels like they can have fluid conversations without really any stops, any breaks and stuff. But when it's Mark and Amber, their interactions damn near awkward at times. Like, the only times where I'm like, yeah, this shit fire, is when they start to get intimate and they start making out and stuff. Because I'm like, hey, that's it. But other than that, when they're just talking and stuff casually, I don't feel the connection like I do with Mark and Eve. So I'm gonna just say that real quick. So when I say Eve is a brighter baddie, I mean, she got a brighter personality, brighter character. She's a better character. Amber, don't get me wrong, Amber is a baddie, dude. She cool, but her personality is dull as shit. I'll be honest with y'all. Amber be having that resting bitch face 24/7 and shit. Boring and shit. Nah, she look boring. I'm just keeping it a buck. She boring, but she's still a baddie though. They both baddies. Let's get that right. Let's get that straight. So yeah. Shouts out to Invincible. This is a really good show. So this is Amazon's second superhero related show. This is probably my second favorite Amazon original. I like The Boys. The Boys season 1 and 2 is my favorite Amazon original. And this is my second favorite. I really do not care about Amazon and their other originals. They're not really popping to me. But these are just my two favorites. Invincible, like I told you guys, the animation, I appreciate 2D animation. Sometimes in certain scenes, the combat isn't as fluent as I'd like it to be. It feels kind of like it's not as fluent as I'd like it to be. Like other 2D animation I see, like maybe 2D animation in anime and stuff. But other than that, the animation, I like it. I appreciate the 2D animation. They rarely use that much 3D animation. They use 2D animation for the most part, which is tight. So episode 6, if we have to get to episode 6 real quick, episode 6 is basically just Mark and Amber's relationship is literally on like thin ice. That shit is about to break. And Mark has not told Amber yet about his identity. We come to find out Amber knows about his identity, and Amber does not. Amber is waiting for Mark to tell her the truth, even though she knows the truth. So in this episode, it's a bunch of lies going around on both ends. Amber is mad at Mark for lying, but Amber is also lying to Mark when she knew about his identity. So basically, she's being a hypocrite. It's basically Amber trying to fight fire with fire when it's like, that doesn't make you look better in the situation. But Mark is also wrong for waiting 5 months to tell her about his identity. But everyone also got to understand, and if you read any other superhero comic book material, you don't even need to really watch it because it's so obvious. You can put 2 and 2 together. I'm gonna give an example. Spider-Man in the Civil War comics, when Spider-Man signed the Superhero Registration Act, which was forcing superheroes to register to publicly release their identities to the public. Now, Spider-Man and them are not official like government peacekeepers and stuff. They are just vigilantes, right? But the Super Registration Act was a way to check our heroes, give them a public identity, because being a vigilante is illegal. When Spider-Man revealed his identity, after all that mist and Civil War and stuff, his family, his Aunt May, Mary Jane, and everyone close to him became hot targets. And in doing so, just him revealing his identity was going to get people killed, because his enemies can just, do their research, find out who Peter Parker is, find out about his aunt, and many other people. So Mark had to keep his identity a secret for now. His dad even told him to keep his identity a secret for now. We didn't say for now, but he said you need to keep your identity a secret. And his dad is a superhero, so he knows more about it. But eventually, Omni-Man did tell his wife. I don't know when he told her. Maybe he took longer than 5 months than Mark to tell her. But at the end of the day, Mark has to keep his identity a secret. It's all to protect Amber. But Amber does not understand that. Amber's more pissed off about him lying. But it's like, Mark is a superhero. He has to hide his identity. He's protecting you. Just know Mark is protecting her. Because if some people know about his identity, who you can't really expect everybody to keep their mouth shut about certain things. That's why, it's best to not tell everybody about your situation. Because not everybody got them tight lips. Some people got loose lips that should be flapping, my nigga. But to get to the episode 6, we're still on episode 6. Basically, Mark and Amber having a little falling out, right? So Mark tries to rekindle it by taking his girlfriend, Amber, to this university with his friend, who we find out is homosexual, and he's going there to see his boyfriend. And he basically wants to, he wants to get a tour of a university. He wants to do something with his girl and get away from the superhero stuff. And just, get away and do something. They like go on vacation and shit, right? So they all pack up their things and stuff. They're gonna stay in the boyfriend's dorm, and they're all just kicking it and stuff, right? And in the midst of this, there's this crazy ass scientist that works at the school, and he's just a fucking weirdo. Talking about how he's smarter than everybody else. He's human. He's talking about human evolution and shit. Just a whole bunch of weird shit. He starts trying to flex his cock. Tries to flex that cock and shit. And Amber comes in like, shut your ass up. And then when Amber said that shit, she didn't say that, but she said something. That's what she was basically wanted to say. But she had to clean it up, keep it PG. And the dude tried to walk over there, tried to get in Amber's face. Mark and Rick got up. Rick is the boyfriend that Mark's friend was going to see. And later in the episode, Mark gets a taste of these new types of enemies, these cyborgs and shit. And oh my goodness, guess who made these cyborgs? The crazy ass scientist that was just picking at Amber earlier. So these cyborgs, these motherfuckers OP. They strong as shit. They too strong in my opinion, shit. But they OP as fuck. Mark was getting his ass whooped. Bop, 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 bop. Cyborg was over there trying to fuck him up and shit. And during the midst of this, Amber knows that Mark is invincible. Mark does not know that Amber knows that he's invincible. So Mark has to run away on the situation. And from Amber's perspective, it makes it look like, did this motherfucker just really run away? That's what it makes it look like. But Amber knows he's invincible at this moment. So Mark has to go suit up because his friends are going to be attacked by the cyborg. He runs away, suits up, comes back. And in the midst of all this, Mark, while he's fighting the cyborg and stuff, Amber and them are trying to help people get away. The cyborg begins to realize he sees himself. He looks in the reflection of this fountain, looks at his reflection, sees himself, and then what ends up happening is that, he was disgusted by how he looked, and the cyborg committed suicide and killed himself. And during this moment, his friend finally figured out that Mark was invincible, which didn't take that long. If I was in that situation, I would probably figure out, yeah, that's fucking Mark. Same haircut and everything, that's Mark. And after the cyborg killed himself, Mark flashed over to his friend, told him, you need to keep this a secret, don't tell anybody. And he flew away. Mark got out of the costume, came back to Amber. Amber was like, where the hell did you go? She was basically pissed because from her perspective, she basically been testing him. And she knows she knows he's invincible. So basically, this whole time she's really pissed off. She's like, why'd you leave us? Yada yada yada. Amber, after this, is kind of ghosting Mark and shit. They're still in the same room. They're still in the same dorm. They have not left the school yet. But she's basically ghosting him, and, she's ghosting him. And Mark is just getting that silent treatment. Amber, during this episode, she goes to the bathroom. She runs into this other dude, another handsome-looking college dude and stuff. And, he asks her, hey, you want to come to my party? Amber, at this moment, giving Mark the silent treatment. Basically, they didn't break up yet. But she's giving the silent treatment, so she's like, man, fuck Mark. She goes to the party. She's with the dude. She's over there flirting with him and shit. She didn't kiss him or nothing or have sex. She's just flirting with the dude. And I'm like, it's not cheating, but it's wrong. It's not right.
She belongs to the streets.
Especially since y'all didn't break up yet. And Mark has not done the same thing either. Yeah, Mark didn't tell you secret identity, but that's the excuse for you to go flirting with other dudes and shit. And same for Mark too. If Mark was doing that, he wrong too for going to flirt with other, dudes and shit. But Amber, that was out of line for her to do. Mark saw that shit. He still wanted to try and make it work. Mind you, Mark did not break up with her. He still wants to try and make it work, even if he saw Amber flirting with this other dude. She didn't cheat, but it's like, it wasn't cool what she did. She flirting with this other dude and stuff. Like, nah, that's not cool. So basically, after that, while this is happening, Mark's friend is going to go look for his boyfriend, Rick. Rick disappeared. When Amber was giving Mark the silent treatment, Rick went out to go to the store to go get some food and stuff because they was gonna make them something to eat. Rick gets captured by that crazy ass scientist dude that they've met in this episode, who made this other cyborgs. The boyfriend is going out there to look for Rick. Boyfriend gets captured too. Scientist is trying to test on him. The boyfriend was able to call the boyfriend. Mark's friend was able to call Mark and let him know, like, some shit's going down and that he needs help. And after that, the phone transmission cuts out. Boom. Mark rushes over there to go try to save his friend. Mark gets a surprise when he has to fight 3 cyborgs, and he was already having trouble with one, so he's getting his ass whooped by these cyborgs and shit. And luckily, Rick, who was one of these cyborgs, the friend was able to appeal to his understanding and stuff. Talking about, hey, Rick, hey, Rick, remember me? I'm your boyfriend. We had sex on, like, the beach and shit. Just saying all these things to try and trigger him and, help him realize who he is. And the boyfriend, Rick, realized who he was. He ended up going buck wild and fucking up all the other 2 cyborgs. And basically, he regained his identity in a sense. Not his full identity, but he regained some of his humanity. The crazy scientist dude lost. He got that ass whooped. He got his ass whooped. And then later in the episode, that director of the superheroes, the guy with the teleportation abilities in the suit, I forgot his name, the bald dude, the dude with the bald spot and the white hair. He basically comes in with a bunch of his guys, his agents and stuff, tells Mark, we're going to take care of the situation. We're going to get him some help and stuff and try to figure out the best way to fix the situation. The episode ends with Amber still giving Mark the silent treatment.
I told you to keep your damn mouth shut. You stupid bitch.
Episode 6 ends. Now we get into episode 7. And episode 7 was lit. Episode 7. So we finally figure out... Well, we already figured out what Robot was doing this whole time. So Robot... We get revealed to who Robot is. Robot is actually a man living in a tube who got this ugly... He's ugly as shit. Robot's real human... persona is fucking hideous, bro. He looks like a little fucking what do you look like? He looks like a piece of skin that got peeled off your body. He's like a little piece of skin that got peeled off your body with eyeballs and shit. That shit look nasty, my nigga. I wanted to throw up. I was like, ugh! Like, ugh! When I saw that shit, let me show you this shit. Ugh, look at this booger, my nigga. Yeah, disgusting, my nigga. Look at that booger juice and shit. That's booger juice, my nigga. That's all that nigga stank booger juice coming off him, nigga. That shit nasty. Look at his face and shit. All warped out and shit. Fucked up back. Got a hunchback and shit. Little baby arms and shit. Little fucking fucked up little kid arms and shit. Nigga don't got no fucking dick and shit. This shit nasty, my nigga. This shit nigga ugly, bruh. Man, burn this motherfucker. Kill his ass. This shit ugly, my nigga. exterminate this shit. That shit ugly. Alright, I'm done being mean. We come to find out Robot is actually an ugly ass motherfucker. And Robot transports his personality into different robots and stuff. So there's multiple robots. Nobody doesn't really know the true identity of Robot, but now we come to find out. Robot basically hired these two, I forgot their name, but Thing 1 and Thing 2, basically hired them to make him a clone body, because earlier in the episodes, I think episode 5 or 4, Robot stole Rex's DNA, and I thought he was going to do something evil and crooked with this. No, what he was doing was he was trying to make a new body for himself, a younger childlike body, so he can, in doing so, have a new body again, and also be with Monster Girl, because he came to like Monster Girl, and Monster Girl, when she keeps using her power, she's going to keep getting younger, which, you know, it probably wouldn't work, because eventually she might turn into a baby, and it's like, it's going to be weird. But he tried to put himself in a childlike body to you know, not make Monster Girl feel alone, because they are kind of similar in a sense, but he didn't want her to be alone. So he basically doing this just to impress Monster Girl and try to get with her and shit. So basically that's what he's doing. So yeah, that's what's going on in this episode. Another thing in this episode, Omni-Man has been found out. Omni-Man has been caught. The wife knows. The director of the Heroes knows. Oh, and let's go to this scene here. I want to talk about this real quick.
This is why I'm always late, or why I don't show. Because I'm off saving lives, or stopping some bad guys, or going to Mars. I wanted to tell you so many times. Did you hear what I just said?
I know you're a superhero.
You know.
Now, red flag. If your girl coochie not getting wet when she finds out you a superhero, some shit is wrong. And we come to find out Amber knows this whole time. She knew this whole time. She knew for a while. She knew before the university incident. So, in doing so, figuring all this out, right? And I kind of had my little suspicions about this. And even, it just went with Amber's personality, right? Even when they first met, like I don't know, there's something about her dull little personality that was like not clicking with me and stuff. And I don't know, I think this is for the better that they broke up anyways. I would have liked for them to stay together, don't get me wrong. Shit, you know, I would like for them to stay together too. Amber, you know, she's a beautiful looking chick and stuff. I wish they could have stayed together. But at the end of the day, I think this is for the best, because Amber knew this whole time. Mark got fucking beat up and brutalized. He got his stomach mashed in by a fucking mace. She doesn't know that, but he been getting beat up and hurt a lot trying to save people and protect people. She knew he was going out protecting people, and she got mad at him for situations like not showing up to the soup kitchen to feed fucking homeless people while he's over here dealing with bigger threats and shit. And look, not saying feeding the homeless does not matter. Feeding the homeless does matter. It's also heroic acts. But there's Mark abilities can be used for bigger things than feeding the homeless. I mean, if you're just passing out food and stuff, anyone can do that. You know, Amber, she's dealing with the smaller situations. You know, she's being just an everyday citizen dealing with the smaller stuff, while Mark is dealing with the bigger stuff because he has abilities that are needed for bigger things. And she knows this. She was mad at the fact that Mark didn't tell her, but Amber's also in the wrong for also lying to Mark, because she knew and she didn't tell Mark that she knew, so she was also lying. So both ways these two was lying to each other. It's faults on both sides. It's not really Mark's fault, because Mark is trying to keep up his super identity, like I told you guys earlier with the Spider-Man situation from the Civil War comics. When Spider-Man's identity was revealed, his family, friends, and all the people that was close to him was hot targets for his villains, because now it was easier to attack the Spider-Man without having to attack Spider-Man. You can go attack his family. So, you know, as a superhero, and even Omni-Man agrees. You know, Omni-Man would have been okay with Mark telling her about his identity, but Omni-Man was more of like, you know, gotta find the perfect time, but don't tell her yet. You gotta find the perfect time though. but don't tell her yet. You gotta keep your identity a secret. Cause, look, I'm not saying Amber got loose lips and is gonna tell everybody everything, but Mark doesn't know that. So he doesn't know that fully if Amber's gonna be all loose lips and tell certain people in her groups and stuff like, my boyfriend is invincible. You know, you may never know. You may never know with certain people. You may never know. Some people do things and you may never know that they are capable of doing that. Just saying. So, you know, both of them was lying to each other. I mean, Amber, deuces, you know, bye. Mark clicked with Adam Eve far better anyways. As soon as they first met, and even in our second interaction when Mark revealed his identity to Eve, and Eve asked, you know, hey, you want to go talk about what happened and stuff? And she was just so welcoming to him. She welcomed him into the team and stuff. And she even, you know, even Mark had their first, like, they did their own duo, you know, superhero act together, fighting that dude at Mount Rushmore. So you know, they just clicked better. But Mark and Amber, they had a very awkward relationship. It just felt awkward to me. Their relationship, it just felt awkward. The way they talked and stuff. Like, the most interesting thing about the relationship was like the parts when they make out and shit. That was the most interesting part for me, where I was like, yeah. But that's it. But other than that, they're pretty much done, and I'm glad they're done, because I'm like, Amber tripping off Mark for not coming to her soup kitchen to feed homeless people and shit when she knew he was a hero. For sure. Tight. But Mark out there getting beat up and shit every day, trying to protect people and save the world. For sure. She mad Mark couldn't come see her mom, but she knows Mark is a superhero saving lives and stuff. But it's whatever. I mean, she should have broke up with him sooner. I'm just saying. You know, she decided to stay in it this long, and her really expecting Mark to expose the identity like that, just expose it, because they only been together 5 months. Like, you guys, look, 5 months, I get it, is a pretty long time, but that's 5 months. That's 5 months. It's not like they've been together for a year and stuff. You know, it's 5 months. It's 5 months in. I even think that's even a little too soon. That's a little bit too soon to tell her anything about him being a superhero. He just started running out of excuses. That's just what it is. Mark didn't have no more excuses. You know, not saying making excuses is good, but like, you know, it's like this relationship was never going to work. It was never going to work. That's why he's better off dating someone that is in the same life he's in. Because they're both going to have a better understanding if they're both in it. People do not understand things if they're not directly in that life. So they do not understand it. They're not going to understand it. Especially Amber, since she's not in the life of a superhero. She's just a regular civilian. She's not going to understand it. Unless she's actually in it. So yeah, shouts out Adam Eve. Like I said, hey, Mark getting some baddies, bro. Amber. And now you finna get Adam. Bruh. This nigga Mark fire, bro. Hey, bro, shouts out my nigga Mark, bro. He getting some baddies, bro. He getting some baddies on deck. Shouts out Mark. He getting some baddies on deck. But let's get to the real thing about this episode, bro. Omni-Man has gone rogue. This nigga Omni-Man, oh my gosh, they're killing people and shit. Omni-Man went off. He's looking for Mark. So the mom knows Omni-Man killed those people, the Guardians of the Globe. The director, this guy here, the dude with the white hair and shit, bald spot, he knows. He already knew that Omni-Man killed the people, the Guardians of the Globe. So in this episode, they're trying to figure out what can hurt Omni-Man. They hit him with a nuke. They sent these 3 cyborgs of previously dead soldiers, and those cyborgs ended up dying. They're basically trying to test Omni-Man, but the director believes that only Mark can defeat him. So we're gonna get an Omni-Man versus Mark fight, but it's not gonna be in a way the director has it set up. I think next episode, when Mark hears everything, Mark is going to get angry, and then he's going to try and have to, you know, it's like, Dad, you need to chill, or I'm going to have to take you down. It's basically going to be that. But see, this is the thing. This is the whole thing, bro. And it really relies on this. My biggest thing, the biggest thing I'm loving right now is the mystery of why Omni-Man did what he did. That's the biggest thing I'm loving. Why did Omni-Man kill the Guardians of the Globe? And I'm telling y'all this much. It better not be no whack, boring ass reason. Like, the reason better not be cliche as fuck. If it's some typical shit like, I just wanted all the glory to myself, I'm be honest with you, bro. I need, like, you know, shit gotta be a little bit more complicated. I keep it a buck. Cause Omni-Man, you know, it doesn't seem like he doesn't seem like he's a bad guy. He's still being a hero and helping people and stuff. Like, he's still doing heroic stuff. Don't get me wrong. I mean, yeah, the way he does it at times, I mean, well, those aliens deserved it. They was coming to invade, so I wasn't even tripping off the fact that Omni-Man killed that whole planet of aliens. Yeah, he probably killed a bunch of babies and shit, but it's like, hey, fuck it. You know, hey, gotta exterminate the motherfuckers. They kept on coming in here trying to invade Earth and shit. Fuck them aliens, bro. Fuck them aliens. So yeah, fuck them aliens. I was even tripping off that. You know, I know Omni-Man is not no goody two-shoes that isn't willing to not kill, you know. Yeah, him exterminating that whole species was a bit much, but it's like, I mean, hey, he was trying to invade Earth and shit, you know. Hey, Omni-Man went and invaded their planet. he invaded and exterminated the motherfuckers. But I just want to see why Omni-Man did what he did. And mind you guys, the explanation has to be good. It can't be basic. I don't want it to be basic. It better not be no basic ass shit. Like, if it's some shit where it's like, bro, I heard this shit before. You know, it gotta be something very different and complex. Cause what the show did so different compared to shows that have like the whodunit situation, they told us who did it in like the second episode. It's not the show where it's like you try to figure out who killed the Guardians of the Globe. We know who did it, but everybody else around him is trying to figure out who killed the Guardians of the Globe. But we know who did it. It was Omni-Man. So that's the different things, you know, the show. I wish it could have drew it to where it's hard to know who did the killings, and you can't really see it, but you see this person killing the Guardians of the Globe and stuff. But that means they would have to probably change how Omni-Man's approach was, because Omni-Man went in there guns blazing. He didn't do it in a manner where it was a discreet. He went in there and straight up killed them. He made sure to turn off all the cameras and stuff in the Guardians of the Globe base, but he went in there, bop, 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 killing them straight up. He didn't do it in no discreet way. He straight up ran in there and assassinated all these motherfuckers. So, yeah, I just hope that the explanation for why Omni-Man did this is just, you know, something like deeper, a little bit more complicated. That's all. It better not be no basic ass shit. And if you read the comics, please do not come in my comment section telling me the reason why he did it. Please do not. Don't come in there, because I'm still watching this show. It's got 2 more episodes. If you read the comics, I didn't read the comics, but I did a little bit of research into some things. I come to find out Amber is actually not an original black character in the comics. She's white. They made her black for the show. I ain't tripping. It is what it is, but you know, I'm not too much into skin color swaps, but you know, it is what it is. They did it. But I was still able to like Amber to a degree. I don't hate her. It's just, you know, Amber for the streets now. For being a hypocrite. But yeah. This show has been pretty tight so far. I'm loving it. I mean, my favorite thing so far has been seeing Battle Beast beat the shit out of Mark and over there drinking that blood and shit. Battle Beast is a nasty motherfucker. Big ass Thundercat and shit. Took that mace, said, what's up, Mark? Bah! Hit that nigga's stomach. Mark was like, ugh, ugh. Battle Beast over there basking in his glory. Smacking them lips and shit when that blood hit them lips. I'm a Thundercat. Hear me roar. Battle Beast was tight, bro. That motherfucker better come back. Battle Beast better come back. I need to see Battle Beast, bro. Mark need to get his revenge on Battle Beast, bro. But that's when Mark becomes a better character. Well, not a better character, a better fighter, better hero in a sense. Because Mark powers is taking a while to like fully kick in because he's not as durable as Omni-Man yet. Omni-Man has been far more durable than him. Mark is not as durable yet. I think his cells and his biology, his makeup of his genetics, because he developed his powers late. But that most likely has to do with him being human and a human and a Villemite. So his development is going to be far different because his human genes was probably suppressing his Villemite genes and stuff from kicking in. So there's a whole genetic thing into it that was keeping Mark from being as developed as his father. You know, it's like Gohan in Dragon Ball Z. You know, he's Saiyan and human, but he's not a full-blooded Saiyan like his father that can do full-blooded Saiyan things. That requires him to be a full-blooded Saiyan. So, yeah. I want to show you guys this one scene because this shit was fire. I want to show y'all the bloody massacre of what it means to come in Omni-Man's presence. they brought back this motherfucker just to die. So this dude died when the Guardians of the Globe died. They brought him back just to die. But I guess it was to help expose Omni-Man to the public as a killer. Omni-Man is tight, bruh. Dad? Hey, yes, Omni-Man is fucked up, but hey, Omni-Man was right about that guy Mark was helping out in episode 5. I forgot his name, but bootleg Luke Cage and shit. I call him dollar store value Luke Cage. His dad was right about that dude. So, you know, Mark should listen to his father about this superhero shit because he knows what he's talking about. Mark, you can say whatever you want about Omni-Man, but his dad knows what he's talking about when it comes to superhero vigilante stuff. His dad knows what's up. So, looks like next episode, Mark's dad is going to tell him what's up and why he did what he did. This is going to be fire. I think it's going to be epic. When we hear about all this going down, I'm ready for it. I'm pretty much excited to see all that's going to go down in this next episode. You guys, just know, I hope these writers gave us a very complicated reason for why Omni-Man did what he did. Like, it better not be no basic shit like, I just want the glory all to myself. I want us to be, you know, the top 2 heroes and stuff, not those two. But even then, that's not enough reason to kill the Guardians of the Globe. Like, his reasons have to be justified to the point where I can understand it. If it's not to the point where I can understand it, I don't have to agree with it. But if I cannot understand the logic of why he did it, just how you can do with some villains. Like, for example, with Thanos. You can understand why Thanos wanted to kill half the population. You don't have to agree with it, but you can understand it. You can understand why Killmonger did what he did to against Wakanda. Felt betrayed, felt like Wakanda betrayed him by killing his father and stuff, and not giving him any explanation on why his father was killed for whatever he did. Or same thing for Zod. You don't agree with Zod, but you understand why Zod's doing what he's doing. He wants to bring back the Kryptonian race. He's doing it through some fucked up ways. That's why he's a villain. But you understand why Zod is doing what he's doing. You know, it needs to be that. I need to understand why he did it at least. If I cannot understand it and the logic does not work for me, and I'm be all like, what the fuck I watch this shit for? You know? Not saying Mark is not interesting, but another big plot in the show is figuring out why Omni-Man killed the Guardians of the Globe, and they need to sell that shit, and I hope they sell it. I think they will deliver. I'm just saying I have my worries, but I believe they will deliver. I have a little bit of worries, but I believe they will be able to deliver. But look, you guys, this show is so far it's lit. My second best favorite Amazon original. I hope you guys like the show too. This is a adult show, just to let you guys know. This is a show for adults. This is not for children. Just because it's animated does not mean it's for children. You know, anime's animated too, but majority of that shit is not for kids. But look, hope you guys enjoyed the video. And just another announcement. Around the summertime, we're going to do a whole different shit for the channel. The channel will be changing. Streams will be coming back more often. I'm going to be doing different things. I'll be able to use searching new equipments and stuff in the new, with the new changes that are coming around summertime. You know, definitely. I can't really tell you what the surprise is, because it's a surprise. But changes are coming. Big changes are coming. Big changes are coming for the channel. So just be on the lookout. Streams will be coming back very soon. You guys gotta wait a couple months, but streams will be coming back. But look, you guys, I'm about to go ahead and end this video. It's your boy K-Dot, the first Black Super Saiyan, the world runs planks, that peace, love, positivity, and all that jazz, and don't do drugs. And yo, wait a minute. I gotta let y'all know. I want to let y'all know how to become a member of the channel. First things first that y'all need to do, you're gonna go to my homepage, which is here. You'll type in ssjk-dots sanctum, spelled just like moi, and then you're gonna hit join. Once you hit join, you can hit any of these tiers and you can join them. Support this channel. What you get with these exclusive tiers is you're gonna get members only requests and reactions and reviews, and they'll be requested from members. So stuff that I usually don't cover, you guys can request for me to cover, and I'll cover it on my channel for you guys, since you guys are members of this channel. Let's continue it. Deuces.
What'd you do? What'd you do?